Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly Taroscope with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So, before we start, I would like to call in to both of these decks all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I hope that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Okay, so for your actions and your interactions in the world at large. You get the King of Pentacles. Okay, so it's worth mentioning that the King of Pentacles has strong links to the sign of Taurus. And Taurus is all about steady, slow commitment. It's about being committed. It's about being in it for the long haul. This is, you know, when it represents a person, the King of Pentacles is somebody that's hardworking, smart, relentless in their pursuit of what it is that they want. They are patient, calculating, exacting, precise, measured. One of the things that they know how to do, you know, all of the practical things in life, they're very logical. The only thing really that you could say of detriment about any of the earth signs is that they tend to be quite predictable, and sometimes, depending on the type of person you are, they can be seen as quite boring. But the King of Pentacles would be an earth sign male, so a Taurus, a Capricorn or a Virgo, or somebody that has the or somebody that has those qualities, somebody that has those attributes to them. When this represents an archetype of ourselves, this talks very much about us commanding our lives in a practical way. This talks about us crossing the T's and dotting the I's, but actually doing it. This talks about you showing up in the way of commitment for yourself, and it's about tying yourself to something for the long haul, because as I said, the King of Pentacles is about the long haul. The King of Pentacles is about being slow moving, relentless. It's actually about security. It's about creating your own security, about creating security and abundance in your own life. So your actions this month are very much going to be, you know, and I say this in the best possible way because, yeah, I'll say this in the best possible way. This is about you getting selfish this month, and I said this to you last month. You know, this is, you've got to come out of this being, you know, trying to pander to too many different people's emotions, trying to make sure that, you know, you're making everybody else happy and sacrificing your own wants, your own needs. This is about stepping out of that paradigm as a Libra and evolving into a Libra that is balanced for themselves, that is balanced for other people. This talks about you getting grounded, getting practical. So, you know, I would actually say that Libra is the most grounded and the most practical of the air signs. You know, you guys are very earthy compared to, you know, say Aquarius or, you know, heaven forbid, Gemini. They are our sister or brother air sign after all. As many of you know, I'm an Aquarius. But yeah, Libras, you guys have a very earthy quality to you. You know, you are very much, you've got that practicality about you. You know, you're very apt and able to work towards something, you know, with a lot of gusto. And this talks about you getting selfish. It's about solidifying what is for you and how you do it. It's about showing your practicality, but more importantly, it's about you ruling your domain, especially in the sector of work, like, you know, in what you do in the world, whatever your career is. This is about you demonstrating the fact that you are the authority, that you are the leader. So your money and your materials, what does this have to say this month? Excuse me. You have the Four of Cups. Okay, so it looks like this month, the Four of Cups, you're going to have a blessing in disguise. So if you're going for a promotion, as it looks like you may well be, and you don't get it, it means that there is something better suited to you coming up after that. You know, it's really easy to say, like, it's very cliche as well, isn't it, to say like, oh, you know, if you didn't get it, something better's waiting for you. This is exactly that, and you will see very, very quickly, for those of you that are going for a promotion, for those of you that are going for a specific type of job or type of job role that you have applied for, you will get a knockback. You will see that this, you know, it doesn't manifest for you. And the first reaction when we don't get what we want is usually like, oh, that's crap, I'm not good enough, blah, 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 to, you know, to get all in your head about it. This month, you will see very, very quickly why it is a blessing in disguise that you do not get what it is that you wanted. You will start, you know, you'll see very, very quickly, and you will understand very quickly why it's a blessing in disguise that you didn't get what you wanted. But more importantly, what follows it up almost immediately, especially with the Four of Cups energy, it's, you know, you'll be not only surprised by it, but you'll be very happy. So it may well be that, you know, your job or your boss comes to you and says, look, you haven't got this, and the second you're like, oh, but I would actually like to put you forward for something else. There is something better suited for you in your work sector. There is something else, although you've been working relentlessly towards a goal, that has been seen, it's been clocked. Make no mistake, it's not effort that has been wasted. But what it is that you're seeking to do is not as good, is not as well suited to you as what's going to be presented instead of what it is that you've been aiming for, and you will come to see that it is a blessing in disguise. Also, the Four of Cups it's a surprise, it's a happy surprise, but it reminds you to be grateful for what you have. And very often, especially in your money and your materials, this kind of says to me that it's a blessing in disguise. You won't get what you wanted, but you will get something better. Okay, so your communications. And this is your emails, phone calls, text messages, letters, social media presence if you have one. You have the Two of Cups. Wow. So this month, lots and lots of communication in the love sector. Lots and lots of communication going back and forth between you and a significant other. Or it could be that you know, you've met somebody and you guys are talking, and there's banter between you, there's jokes between you, there's understanding between you, but also there's this underlying thread that the communication between you two is really building up to go somewhere. This is, you know, because the Two of Cups is true love. The Two of Cups is the happiest of partnerships. It's the relationship that, you know, it's the relationship that works. It's the relationship that is balanced, that is blessed. It has very strong links to, you know, well, I could go on and on and on forever, but I won't. But the basis of this is that your communication, very much, all of your communications are blessed. But for those of you that are single and just talking to somebody, there is this underlying thread that between you are heading somewhere really quite special. For those of you that are already partnered in established bonds, this is you discovering how much you actually feel for this person, and more importantly, this person is going to champion you. You know, when you don't get what it is that you want, and you have that moment of, oh, this sucks, I suck, whatever, this person is going to champion you, and they are going to remind you just who you are and just how capable you are and just what you are capable of. You know, there's a lot of communication here around love. There's a lot of communication around, you know, a personal, intimate relationship. And that communication really bolsters up everything that you're about to do. And remember what I said, your efforts are not wasted. In fact, they're blessed even more so. And I kind of see that through your interactions with other people, this month you're really going to get a sense of just how much you are able to build up you know, other people, but more importantly, be shored up by them, especially one specific person. And then finally, your heart and your half. So your relationships and your relationships and your you know, your significant other or your family. You get the Hierophant. This is really interesting. So it's definitely a Taurus male. that is making their presence known in your life. I say that because the Hierophant represents the sign of Taurus, and then you've got the King of Pentacles here, and as I said, that's an earth sign male. So you've got a Taurian male here, you've got a Taurus male that's making themselves quite known and quite prominent in your life, who is offering you a lot of support. And this is somebody that's really going to introduce you. I almost see this person kind of initiating you. I almost see this person taking you under their wing and saying, right, I'm going to show you the lay of the land. I'm going to show you how things go, how things work. I'm going to show you how to interact within the sector or the area that you want to be in. And through that, I need to see your commitment, I need to see your focus, and I need to know that you understand the rules and the regulations of the world that you are wanting to step into. For those of you that are in established bonds, this looks like you're taking the next step. This looks like, you know, you're deciding possibly to get married. For those of you that have just, you know, just moved in, this is you getting engaged. For those of you that have, you know, been together a while, this is making the decision to move in. This is about solidifying what you have and making it more official, because the Hierophant represents the status quo. In the old world, the Hierophant would have been, you know, the Pope, or, you know, it would have been the church, it would have been the structured religion, and the church ruled everything. The church was like the, you know, was in control of everything, of the money. You know, even kings were afraid of the church because they had that much power. They could make or break even dynasties, you know, or entire kingdoms if they saw fit. And very much, you know, but also the Hierophant has a very spiritual nature to it, and it represents the sign of Taurus. So this represents the structure, it represents the status quo, it represents the establishment, the rules, the regulation. And when I see this here, this very much tells me that for those of you that are partnered in any, you know, at the beginning of a partnership or at the end, you know, or well into a partnership, this talks about you making that partnership way more official, you know, putting it on paper, putting a ring on it, moving in together. It's about making the partnership solidified into something real. For those of you, like I said, that have just met somebody, where you're heading is actually somewhere quite special. In terms of family and friends and interaction, this is asking you to get more serious about the time that you dedicate to them. You know, it's not just about seeing everything from their point of view and, you know, and listening to them and being their agony aunt. It's actually about you, you know, demonstrating that you are there for them on a real sort of practical, daily, day-to-day basis. Finally, your key to the month, what you may need to know. You have the Empress. Beautiful. So the Empress talks about lush and fertile happenings. It talks about you creating an environment that is conducive to what it is that you want to create. Ultimately, the Empress is a pregnant woman that's bringing a child into the world, and what is, you know, a pregnant mother wants to create the most safe, blessed, loving, warm, nurturing environment so that that child has the ability to thrive. This is you creating abundance around yourself through practicality, you know, because the Empress she's ruled by Earth, she's ruled by Virgo, and this is about, you know, creating an environment that is lush, that is fertile, that supports and sustains the people that live within it. So this could be very much as well you guys tapping into your own personal ability to make your space even more supportive. You know, for some of you, this is about making your home you know, the ultimate place to be. It's about beautifying your home, making it more comfortable for yourself. It's about maybe adding on to your home if you need to, or creating a space that reflects the life that you want and fulfills the needs that you have on a day-to-day basis. Libra, it looks like a very practical month for you. It looks like a very not mundane, because it has so many negative connotations, but this is about the day-to-day. It's not going to be so much about the, you know, about the big sweeping shifts. This will be a fairly easy and a fairly quiet month, but like I said, there will be a blessing in disguise, and you will come to see that very, very quickly. I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Thank you so much for all of your continued support. If you want to reach me, you can do so on the links below. For those of you that have and those of you that wish to, I'm so grateful for all of the donations that you offer. That is of course completely your choice. I just want to say thank you again for all of your continued support, and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.